everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today, we're going to be playing a Age of Sigmar battle report for 3rd edition. We're going to be playing the scenario Savage Gains, which is a scenario where you've got your opponent's objective is worth more points to you, your point is worth less points to you, and then you've got these two in the center that are worth the same amount of points, a little bit in between. 1 point for your objective, 4 points for your opponent's objective, and 2 points for the ones on the sides. And your opponent just flips this around. Now, he's going to be playing, my opponent today, going to be playing Beast Core Raiders, the Ogor Mawtribes army, and I'm going to be playing with my Disciples of Tzeentch. So this is going to be 1,500 points. Let's get cracking into those armies and have a look. And so here we have our Disciples of Tzeentch army. So we're going to be playing in the Pyrofane cult sub-faction. Our general is going to be the Gaunt Summoner, and he's going to have the 2 ability and command trait and artifact that we need to have for this sub-faction. We're then going to have an Ogroid Thaumaturge, who's going to have our 2nd artifact in the army, thanks to our army having a command entourage with Magnificent. So this is going to give him the Spell Eater, and we're going to put that on his hooves. Spell-wise, on our units, our Ogroid Thaumaturge is going to have Infusion Arcanum, our Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to have a Glimpse of the Future, our Gaunt Summoner is going to have Treason of Tzeentch, and our Pink Horror is going to have the Bolt of Tzeentch. We then got our 3 units of 20, 20 Gore, 20 Chaos Warriors, and 20... We then got our other units, the Ogroid and the 3 units of 20 you see here, all in a battle regiment, and our 3 other characters all make a command entourage. And so here we have our Ogor Mawtribes army. We're going to be playing in the Boulderhead sub-faction, and our general is going to be the Frost Lord on Thundertusk. He's going to have the Alfgar Ancient mount trait, and then he's going to have the command trait and artifact he's required to, thanks to the sub-faction. We're going to have our Huskard on Thundertusk over here. He's going to have Rimefrost Hide as his mount trait, because we're playing a Boulderhead, so everyone gets a mount trait. And then he's also going to have the Prayer Curse. We've then got our Thundertusk Beast Riders here, our unit of 4 Mournfang Cavalry with Gargan Hackers, and our Hunter. The 3 units here, plus our Huskard, are all going to be inside a Battle Regiment as 1 drop, and then we're going to have the other monster separate. Battle tactic for the army is going to be Beastmaster. This means we have to have 1 monster available at the end of the game, and we're going to have a triumph, which is going to be Bloodthirsty. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle mats for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website, and also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like Finest Hour and Heroic Leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. So with that, Tzeentch has also been given the first turn by the Ogor Mawtribes, who finished deploying first, so we're going to go into the Tzeentch hero phase turn 1. Alright, so heroic actions for the turn. So, first of all, Beast Core Raiders, the Frost Lord over there is going to attempt, or is going to use heroic willpower, and then I'm going to try and generate a command point with the Ogroid Thaumaturge. So, on a 4+, he does, so he has a free command point for the turn. Right, so start of the hero phase. So for starters, we're going to use Consult Sorcery, try and give them their rend. Goes off on a 7, there's nothing you can do for that one, so they've got their spell off. We're then going to go Glimpse of the Future from him, trying to generate another fate point. That goes off on a 9. Totally meant fate dice, destiny dice, sorry. So go for it, you need a 10 on 2d6. Nope, fails to dispel, so I get to roll a dice and add it to my destiny pool. 3. And then the Ogre Thaumaturge, we're going to try and use Mystic Shield with him. And so that goes off as well, so he's going to have Mystic Shield. And then, so he's going to attempt to cast, we'll go with the Treason of Tzeentch spell. We're just attempting to cast spells to try and generate some fate points now. And so that goes off on a 7, so we get another fate point. And then his other one will be Arcane Bolt for the turn. That goes off as well. So that's another 2 fate points, taking us up to 5 so far. Or rather, summoning points, whatever they're called in Tzeentch. And then we've got the cast Sorcerer Lord. So he's going to cast his War Scroll spell. And so they're going to have demonic power. This is going to give them rerolls for a couple of their abilities. With that, that's going to be the end of our Tzeentch hero phase. So we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it is done. Alright, so end of the movement phase. Karak Acolytes move up. Unfortunately, can't get in range of the Ogres on the other side. Chaos Warriors, Sorcerer, the Wizards just moving up behind. And on this side, we've got the Thaumaturge with the Fate Master here for our battle tactic. All those 3 units getting our Ferocious Advanced battle tactic for the turn completed. With that, though, that's going to be the end of Disciples of Tzeentch, turn 1. We're going to score 1 point, 2 points, 2 points, and then battle tactics. So it's going to give us 7 points for the scenario. Alright, so start of the hero phase, turn 1 for the Ogor Mawtribes. First of all, they're going to go with Monstrous Takeover for their battle tactic, and they're picking this one over here. So they need to have at least a monster contesting that objective. And then we're going to go into heroic actions. My Ogre Thaumaturge, I'm going to try and generate a command point with him on a 4+. Do not. The Ogres are going to try and generate a command point of their own. The Frost Lord is going to do it on a 4+. He doesn't either. So no free command points. So we're going to go into the hero phase now. The Huskard is going to try and use his prayer. He's going to cast it on a 3+ because he's got one other Thunder Tusk in range. And so giving +1 to wound to the Frost Lord fails. And so that is that. Hero phase is done then for the Ogor Mawtribes, so we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of that is done. Right, so into the movement phase. Thunder Tusk has moved up here, the Beast Riders, and then we've got the Hunters come on the board edge over here 9 inch away from the Acolytes. Mournfang Cavalry move up in the centre, and we've got the 2 Thunder Tusks on this side moving up against the Gore. This Thunder Tusk is technically actually at the bottom here, but Wobbly Model Syndrome, we ain't going to try anything fancy with that. So, time to go into some shooting for the Ogor Mawtribes. Alrighty, so first of all, Thunder Tusk Beast Riders throwing the Frost Wreath Ice at the Arcanites. So 5+s do mortal wounds. So what do we got? We've got 3.
Yep.
So I've got 3 saves to make because I have a save against mortal wounds. So 6 ups. Saved 1, so 2 die. Take 1 and 2. And so next up, his Harpoon Launcher, 4s to hit. Misses, and then he's got the Chain Trap as well.
4s.
Misses as well. Cool. The Hunter over here, going to attack with his crossbow. Needs a 4 to hit. Misses as well. Go to the Mournfang pack in the centre. And so the leader of them going to shoot. So he needs a 4 to hit. Hits. 3 to wound. Wounds. -1, so I'm getting +1 due to being 10 or more models. So this is going to be a 4-up armor save. Failed, damage D3 for 2, kills a Chaos Warrior. Alright, so starting with the Frost Lord. So he's got his Frost Wreath Ice, 12 dice at the Gore. So 5s are mortal wounds. He's just going to kill 4 straight up. And then the other Huskard, 5s again, do mortals. That's another 4. And then the Chain Trap, so 4 to hit. Misses as well. But that's some serious damage on those Gores. So that's shooting. Time to go into some charges. Alright, so starting charge. Frost Lord going to charge first. He's in with a 12. So 12 dice. Every 4-up is a mortal wound on the Gore. Whoa. That is another 8, I think. Yeah, 8 mortal wounds. Ouch. And then the Huskard charging as well. A 10. And so he's going into the Ogroid. So 10 dice. Mortal wounds on a 4+. He's going to do 5 mortal wounds to the Ogroid. Right, then the Mournfang pack are going to charge. So 5, that's not going to make it. Do you wish command point, or do you wish to use your once per game ability your triumph for the game?
No, do they want a command point?
Doing a command point? No worries. So spending a command point for a rerollable charge. 5 again, fails again. Alright, so the Thundertusk Beast Rider going for the charge. 5. You're going to use your Bloodthirsty ability here. No worries. So reroll this charge. Getting this one an 8. Ooh, that's going to be close. No, unfortunately not. Alrighty, so last one. Hunter's going to charge 2d6. He doesn't make it on a 7 and you got no more rerolls available to you. So that's going to be that. We're going to go into combat, which is starting over here. Alright, so end of the charge phase. First of all, he's going to stomp the Gore on a 2+, does D3 mortal wounds. D3 mortal wounds. For 1 more Gore dies. And then this one's going to attempt to roar at the Ogroid on a 3+. He does, so the Ogroid cannot use command abilities in the combat phase. With that said, time to go. Who's striking first?
The dude against the Ogroid.
Yep, so the Huskard's going to go first. Alright, so to start with, he's going to go with the Huskard on Thundertusk. So punches and kicks first. 3s to hit. Or 4s to hit?
It's, yeah, 3s to hit. Yeah.
3s to hit, cool. 2 hits. And 4s to wound. No worry. 2 wounds though. I've got 2 armor saves on the Ogroid. And so because I've got Mystic Shield, 4+ save on the Ogroid. Save 1, failed 1. He takes another wound. And then we have the Colossal Tusks. So 4 attacks.
I'm hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
I'm waiting on 2.
2 wounds. These are -1, so he's going to be 5 up saves. And passed 1, failed 1.
So I got a D3.
So he's only got 2 wounds left, so 3 or higher will kill him. 1, so he's left on a wound. Oh, luckily. Alrighty, well, the obvious thing is to pick the Gore then. Yeah, so Gore's here going into the Frost Lord, so we're -1 to hit, so we are 5s to hit. 2 hits and 4s to wound. 2 wounds, so 2 armor saves on your Frost Lord. Go for him. Passed 1, failed 1, so he takes a wound. Alright, so the Frost Lord going to attack the Gore back. So he's Frost Spear to begin with.
Hitting on 3s.
3 hit.
And then wounding on 3s.
2 wounds, negative.
Rep 1.
Cool, these are going to be 5+ saves. Save 1, but that's 3 damage, so they just all die. And now I've got the Ogroid to go. And so, priority for turn 2. Tzeentch got a 1. You got a 1. So this means Tzeentch will actually get to decide because I break tires. Because you're on the double. And I'm going to take the turn. Alright, and so he's going to try Heroic Healing as well. 2d6, trying to roll 8 or lower. 8, so he just heals a single wound instead of d3 by equaling his bravery. Alright, so let's start with some magic. First of all, we're going to go with the cast Sorcerer Lord. He's going to use Demonic Power. So cast on a 6. Fails to cast with a 5. Next up, we've got the Ogroid Thaumaturge. He's going to try Arcane Bolt. Goes off on a 7. So he's going to put a little token next to him for now. Alrighty, so we're going to have the Change Caster. He's going to be trying to use his War Scroll spell, Pink Fire of Tzeentch. 4, that does not go off. The Karak Acolytes will try their War Scroll spell. That goes off, so they've got their additional rend. And then the Gaunt Summoner. First of all, he's going to try Mystic Shield on the Karak Acolytes. That goes off on a 5. And then for his last spell, we're going to try and cast Infernal Flames. That goes off on an 11. It's going to give us another one of our Zinc points, putting us to 11. And we're going to pick the Mournfang Cavalry, so we're going to roll 4 dice. And each 5+ is a mortal wound. 1 mortal wound on the Mournfang Cavalry. So, end of the hero phase, Ogre Thaumaturge. He's going to unleash his Arcane Bolt for D3 mortal wounds. So, D3 mortal wounds on the Huskard for 2. So, he takes another 2 wounds at the end of the phase. And so, that's it for the hero phase. So, we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it is done. Right, so shooting after all the movement, everything's just moved up pretty much. So we're going to start with the Herald of Zinc. She's going to shoot at the Frost Lord on Thunder Tusk. So we're needing 4s to hit and 4s to wound. Nothing. Gaunt Summoner's going to shoot next. He's going to use his Chain Staff. So 1 misses. Alright, so we're going to spend a command point to use the Immolate command ability with our Karak Acolytes. This is going to give him rerolls to wound. They're already getting +1 thanks to being Pyrofane Cult. And we're also going to have a point of rend. So shooting at the the Beast Riders on Thunder Tusk. So we're going to need 3s to hit and 3s to wound, re-rolling. So we're going to need all these armor saves, please. So they're going to be 5-up saves on the Thunder Tusk. Oh, that's not bad. Wow. So it just takes 3 damage. Alright, so that is shooting done for the turn. So we're going to go into charges. We're going to start with the Karak Acolytes are going to charge. Double 1s. They failed. We're actually going to keep them there then. We're not going to do that. We're going to charge with the Chaos Warriors though. They've got a 5, so they're going to get in. Alright, so we are going to go with the Ogroid Thermitage first in combat after we've made the charge over there with the Chaos Warriors like so. So to start off with, we've got his Great Horns into the Thunder Tusk. So we've got 2 attacks, 3s to hit and 3s to wound. Wounds, -2, so 1 6-up save or he is dead. No, unfortunately. So completely forgot, he's got his Stomp against the Ogroid first as well. So on a 2+, he does D3 mortal wounds to the Ogroid. 2, so he goes back up to 6. And the 5-up actually saved the Great Horn because he's got the Rime-Frost Hide. So he ignores 1 point of rend. We've then got the Thermitage Staff. So 3s to hit. All hit. We're going to choose to use 3 fate dice now to make sure all of them wound him. So 2 3s and a 4 from our fate dice pile. Using them now. That means all our Thermitage Staff attacks wound. So 3 armor saves at your base, so 4+. Failed 1, so it's going to be damage D3 for 1. Oh, that kills him just now. And then we will roll our Cloven Hooves, because if we get any 6s here, we get to generate some fate dice. Of which we rolled 1. So we're going to roll and generate a fate dice. For a 2. Alrighty, so Mornfang Cavalry are then going to attack the Chaos Warriors. So they've got 4 models in range. The Gargant Hackers, they're using all-out attack. So 3s to hit now with the Gargant Hackers. I mean, that was well worth it. That's an extra 3 hits there. And then 3s to wound. That wasn't too great. 2 armor saves, so these are going to be -1. So we're going to need... what are we? We're 4 base, 3, but then rend -1. So failed 1, so it's going to be 3 damage. Yep. And then the Tusk attacks. So 16 dice, what do we need to hit?
Are you going 4s?
3s now, because you've got all out attacks, don't forget.
Got 3s.
And then 3s to wound with your Tusks. Any rend on these?
Alright, rend 1.
Cool. So these are going to be 4+ saves. Take another, so I'm going to lose 2 Chaos Warriors in total for 4 damage. Right, Chaos Warriors attacking back then. So 3s to hit. And 3s to wound against the Mornfang pack. And then their base armor save is
4.
4+. Cool. 4+ armor save. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is going to be a dead Mornfang, and the wound passes along. So end of turn, we gain 5 victory points. 1, 2, 3, and then our battle tactic for 5. So with that, it's time for Ogre's turn 2. Alrighty, so start of the Ogre's hero phase. First of all, their grand strategy for the turn is going to be Savage Spearhead. He's picked the Ogre Hunter and the Frost Lord on Thundertusk to be the 2 units they're going to try and move down into my zone. Heroic action, he's going to try and generate a command point on a 4+ with the Hunter. Does not. And I'm going to try and do heroic healing once again on the Ogre Thaumaturge. 8. So 8 equal to my bravery, so I just heal a single wound, going back down to 5. And so, hero phase, no prayers because the Huskard has died now, so you haven't got any prayers left. That pretty much ends your hero phase, so time for some movement. Alrighty, so movement's all done. Frost Lord and the Hunter have moved. He used a command point for a run. The Frost Lord got into the zone without needing to, and the Beast Riders has just moved up just outside of 3. With that said, time for some shooting. Where are we going to begin?
Get over there.
Cool. So we used his Frost Wreath dice. He's going to be targeting the Thaumaturge, the Minotaur dude. So 12 dice. 6s do mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3. That's going to take him up to 6. So he's got 2 wounds left. And then he's going to shoot the Karak Acolyte. So he'll have 12 dice, but he'll be on 5s do mortal wounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, cool. 5 ward saves needed with my shields. So 5 ward saves with the Karak Acolytes, 6+. Saved 1, so 4 more with shields die. And so then the chain trap is going to shoot as well. Needs a 4 to hit with the chain trap. Misses, and then 4 to hit with the crossbow. Misses as well. Hunter can't... Alright, so the Hunter ran, so this means he's going to use his Great Throwing Spear. He's just in range of this summoner here, so 4 to hit. Hits, 3 to wound. Rends 1, yes?
Yep.
So a 5+ save on the Chaos Sorcerer. Failed. And so damage with the Great Throwing Spear. 6 just outright impales him with the spear. He's dead. And then lastly, we've just got the pistol from your sergeant over here. So he's got a 4 to hit, 1 shot, 3 to wound, nothing. And so we're into charges.
Guys.
Alright, so the Thundertusk Beast Rider is going to charge the Karak Acolytes. 9, so he's going to make it. Alrighty, so first of all, he's going to resolve his impact, so 9 dice needed. Every 4+ is a mortal wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Ouch. 6+ saves on the Karak Acolytes. None. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to have to 5 and 6. And so we're going to use... No, we won't, because we need that 1 command point to pass Battle Shock in case. So with that, it's time for some combat. Where are you going to attack with first?
I'll go with these guys first.
Mournfang Cavalry going to attack first. Alright, so Mournfang going into the Chaos Warriors. Gargant Hackers first, using all-out attack, so +1 to hit. So 3s. And then 3s. 3 armor saves to make. So these are going to be 4+. Failed 2. Ouch, that's going to be 6 damage so far. Alright, so 3s to hit with the tusks from the Mournfangs. And then they wound on 3s, rend 1. So 1 more fail, so this many armor saves. These are going to be 4-ups. So take another 3 points of damage. So it's going to be 4.5 Chaos Warriors dead. Alrighty, so Beast Riders attacking back into the Karak Acolytes. Punches and kicks.
Yep, hitting on 4s.
And
wounding on 4s.
Lovely.
Yep,
3 armor saves. So I've got +1 save here, so I'm going to be a 4-up save. Cool.
Just damage 1.
And so 6 up wards, Failed both, so it's going to remove my 2 shields from the unit. No more ward saves there for the Karakakalates. And then you've got your...
My Colossal Tusks, hitting on 3s. So 2 attacks.
And wounding on a 3. 2, -1, yeah?
Yep.
So these are going to be 5 pluses, saved 1, failed 1, so D3 for another 1. Alright, so the Chaos Warrior is going to attack back, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound against the Mournfang. Armor saves on the Mournfang, please, 4 plus. So that's going to be another 4 wounds, so putting him onto 5. And so, Battle Shock at the end of turn, I'm going to spend a command point and make the Karak Acolytes immune. And so, Battle Shock test for the Chaos Warriors. We lost 4, so we're bravery 7 base, +1 from our banner. +5, so we lost 4, 9, so that means we're going to lose 1 more Chaos Warrior. Alrighty, so, end of the turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the battle tactic, so that puts the Ogor Mawtribes up to 14, and the Disciples of Tzeentch are on 11, going into turn 3 priority. So, Tzeentch got a 4, Ogres got a 1 again. Tzeentch are going to take the turn. Alrighty, so, Disciples of Tzeentch, start of the turn. First of all, our battle tactic. Battle tactic will be broken ranks. We're going to try and kill the Thundertusk Beast Rider this turn. And then we're going to pick our agenda for Tzeentch. We're going to pick Reckless Abandon. So we're going to have trying to do that. So we're going to move him out in a sec to try and do the 9-inch charge. And then our heroic ability, we're going to do Finest Hour on the Ogroid Thaumaturge. Alrighty, so magic. First of all, we're going to try a Pink Fire of Tzeentch from the Herald of Tzeentch. So we need a 9. We do not get it. 5 to cast. Not enough. So also, forgot the heroic action for the Ogres. They're doing Finest Hour on the Frost Lord here. And then the Ogre Thaumaturge, he's going to use Choking Tendrils on the Frost Lord. Goes off on an 8. Sweet. So we're going to do D6 mortal wounds to your Frost Lord for 3 mortals, and then we heal 3 wounds on the Ogroid as well. Karak Acolyte's going to cast their War Scroll spell for the rend on their shooting weapons. Believe that goes off. It would have, but the Scroll of Dark Arts is dead, so it does not go off, in fact. Gaunt Summoner then. We're going to try and cast... So start off with Gaunt Summoner is going to cast Arcane Bolt. Goes off on a 9. And then the Gaunt Summoner is going to try Treason of Tzeentch. Fails on a 3, so no. And with that, that's going to be the end of the hero phase. So we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alrighty, so what's happened in movement? The Gaunt Summoner's moved up. We've also summoned on 10 blue horrors. And then on this side, the Ogroid moves, so he's got a 9-inch charge to try and get the agenda. And we've moved the Herald of Tzeentch up as well, just to take control of that objective out there. With that said, it's time for some shooting. So we're going to start with the Gaunt Summoner. He's got his 1 shot. It's hit, and then a 4 to wound with the Chain Staff. Wound, so 1 armor save on the Thundertusk Beast Riders. 1 4+ save on the Beast Riders. Failed, so D3 damage for 3 points of damage to him. 5 Karak Acolytes hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. 2 more armor saves, 4+ on the Beast Rider. Failed another one, he takes another wound. So 10 blue horrors in range. We're going to shoot the Mournfang pack. So we are needing 5s to hit with blue fire and 4s to wounds. So 1 armor save on the Mournfang, 4+. Passed it. So the Changecaster, Herald of Tzeentch, into the Frostlord of Thundertusk, needing 4s to hit, 2 hits, and then 4s to wound. 1 at -1, so you're just going to be on your base 3+ save here. Saved. And so with that, that's the end of shooting. So going to be charges. Ogre Thermitage, we're going to use 2 of our fate dice, a 4 and a 5, to make that a 9-inch charge. Thus, we're going to complete the agenda that he's got, giving him an extra attack to all his profiles. And so after he charges on a 2+, we're going to do D3 mortal wounds. So 2+ succeeded, another 3 mortal wounds from the Ogroid. And then our other charge for the turn will be the Gaunt Summoner charging in. Succeeds on a 5. And then end of the charge phase, we're going to elect to use our Arcane Bolt to do D3 mortal wounds. For 2 mortal wounds, so he goes up to 11, he's got 1 wound left. Alright, so first of all, the Thundertusk Beast Lord, he's going to roar against the Thermitage. So on a 3+, I can't use command abilities. I can, fails to roar. 2+ to stomp over here with the Beast Riders. Succeeds, D3 mortal wounds to what unit were you picking?
The
unit, yep. Cool, so D3 mortal wounds. For 3, that's just going to kill 3 outright. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Ogroid first. First of all, his Great Horn, so 2s to hit thanks to all-out attack. 2s to wound thanks to his finest hour. They all wound. However, you've got both all-out defense and finest hour up, so you're ignoring all the rends. So these are 3-up saves. Saved them all. So 4 attacks with his staff. 2s to hit. 2s to wound. These are 2-up saves. Failed 1. It's going to be D3 damage for 2. So he goes up to 9 taken. And then 5 attacks with the Cloven Hooves. Wanting a couple of 6s in there. Hopefully, no, nothing. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 2s to wound, sorry. 3 2-up saves. Saved them all. Alright, so Thundertusk Beast Rider attacking. What he's going to do, all the punches and kicks into the Acolytes, the Thundertusk's tusks into the Gaunt Summoner. So the attacks with the punches and kicks first. Alrighty, so punches and kicks, 6 attacks.
4s.
2 hits, or...
And then wounding on 4s.
Nothing. And then the attacks from the Thundertusk into the Gaunt Summoner.
Yep.
So I am a Tzeentch Demon, so I'm -1 to hit in combat, so he's needing 4s, and then 4s, thanks to how wounded the Thundertusk is. 1 hit. No wounds, no dice. Cool. Going to attack back. Alrighty, Gaunt Summoner, I'm going to use a 4 fate dice to hit. So now I need to wound on a 4. I do not. Dang it. So Frost Lord's going to go. Alright, so Frost Lord attacking the Thermitage. You're needing, with your Frost Spear, 4 attacks, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 1. I've got +1 save, so 4+, thanks to finest hour, but -1 now, so 5+, saved it. Punches and kicks from him. So 3s to hit.
4 attacks.
So 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. 2, these are going to be on 4+. I take 1, goes to 4. And then the Thundertusk attacking, so 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 4s, thanks to how damaged he is. Nothing. Frost Lord failed to do anything. Sorry, that was wounding on 3s, but he didn't roll any 3s anyway. So that's that for them. I've got my 2 Kyric Acolytes. I need to do a wound. So 2 attacks here with the Kyric Acolytes. We're going to need to hit with those blades. We're going to need 4s re-rolling to hit. Both hit. And 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 armor saves that are 4 up. Fail one of these for me. You don't. He stays alive. I fail my battle tactic for the turn. And so we failed our battle tactic for the turn, but we are not going to get that. So we're actually only going to get 1, 2, 3 victory points this turn. And well, we both completely forgot a combat, so you're Mournfang going before the turn ends. Alright, so Mournfang pack into the Chaos Warriors. So we're needing 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. 1. This is going to be a 4+ save. Saved it. And then the Mournfang, so 12 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Cool. And wounding on 3s. So 3. Saves to make. These are going to be -1 as well, so 4+. Past 1, but that wound's going to carry over and kill a Chaos Warrior. And then the Chaos Warriors attacking back, so 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. That's a lot of armor saves there. All of those 4+s on the Mournfang pack. Wow, failed 1, 2. So one Mournfang dies and another one has a wound on them. And so battle tactic for the turn, he's going to choose Broken Ranks. Killing these 2 Kark Acolytes will mean his battle tactic has succeeded. And then going into heroic actions, I'm going to try and heal with the Ogre Thaumaturge. He's going to heal D3 for 3. That means he's only taken 1 wound now. And then the Ogres will try heroic healing as well, or heroic recovery on the Frost Lord, so needing to roll under an 8. 5, 6, 7, so he heals D3. So 3 wounds on him as well. He goes back down to 6. And with that said, that is the end of the hero phase. There's no prayers, nothing else to do for the Ogres, so we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. Alright, so end of the movement phase. Hunters move down, getting ready to lend some fire support, so we're going to go into shooting now. Alright, so Frost Wreath Ice, first thing for shooting, going into the Kark Acolyte. 6s do mortals on 4 dice. 2, that's perfect enough to kill him. So crossbow into the Gaunt Summoner, needing your 4 to hit. Misses. And then we got your pistol from the leader of the thing. 4 to hit, 1 shot. 3 to wound.
Ran 1.
Yep, 4+ armor save. Failed D3 damage for 1. And so now the Frost Wreath Ice from this guy into the Thaumaturge. 8 shots. 6s do mortals. Does a mortal wound to him. So he goes back up to 2.
He's just been healing that now.
Alright, so the only charge, the Icebrow Hunter is going to try and charge. 10-inch charge. Nope.
Reroll that.
Going to use a command point to reroll. Failed as well. And with that, who's going to strike first in combat?
I'll go this dude.
Beast Rider, cool. So he's -1 to hit on all these profiles because I am a demon. So 6 attacks from the punches and kicks, 5 to hit because you're -1 because I'm a Tzeentch demon. That's a pretty good roll. 4s to wound. 3. And so 6+ save. Saved none, take 3 damage. And then the Thunder Tusk 4s to hit. It's once and 4s to wound. Nothing. Alright, the Ogroid's used all out attack. His Frost Lord has used all out defense. So the Ogroid horns. 2s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2. These are 2 3-up saves. So 2 3+ saves. Saved them both. Then we've got 4 attacks from the Thaumaturge staff. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. 1 2+ save. Then we've got 5 attacks from the Cloven Hooves. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2 2-up saves. Take a wound. Alrighty, so Gargant Hackers into the Chaos Warriors.
Hitting on 4s. And then hitting on 3s.
Cool. 2 armor saves to make. 4+. Saved 1, take 3. That's going to kill 2. And then your 8 attacks with the tusks.
Yep.
Hitting on
4s, 3s.
Cool. 4s to hit, 3s to wound.
3s to win.
3 -1, so these are 4+ saves as well. So a wound goes on one of the Chaos Warriors. Then the Chaos Warriors will strike back, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. Armor saves, 4 pluses on the Mournfang pack. Wow, another good save, so 2 more wounds on that Mournfang. Taking him to 3, I believe.
Yep.
So then the Frost Lord into the Ogre, 4 attacks with his Frost Spear. Misses everything. And then 3 attacks with his punches and kicks. All hit, 3s to wound. 1. So I've got a 4+ save base now. Fails, so takes another 1. Goes up to 3. And then 4 attacks from the Thunder Tusk. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
Just 1.
Double check. Doesn't matter, it's 4s or 3s, so either way, -1. So this is going to be a 5-up save. Saved it. This dude should be dead by now.
That dude, yeah.
And then the Gaunt Summoner attacking with his Warp Tongue Blade. Gets a 6. That's going to kill him. So that's going to do D6 mortal wounds. For 6 mortal wounds, he just dies. A little bit late, but, you know, better late than never. So, end of turn 4 for the Ogres. No, turn 3 for the Ogres. We're going into turn 4 now. You're going to just score the 1 point because you've lost that one over there. So, 1 and then 2 more for your battle tactics for 3 points in total. I've also gained a point this turn as well. Alright, turn 4, priority. Got a 1. The only way you can lose this is, and you finally have not rolled a 1 for priority. So, Ogre's taking the turn, I'm going to guess?
Yeah.
Cool. Ogre's turn 4 coming up. So, battle tactic for the turn, you've gone with Slay the Warlord, so the Gaunt Summoner needs to die this turn. Other than that, heroic actions, I'm going to try and... Actually, I'm going to use Finest Hour on the Gaunt Summoner to make it much harder for you to kill him. And what do you want to do?
Finest Hour.
Cool. On the Hunter. And so with that, that's heroic actions done and Ogre's hero phase done. So we're going to movement, which will be pretty short, and we'll come back. Alrighty, so that's movement. Shooting. So the Hunter's going to shoot into the Gaunt Summoner. So he's got both his weapons in range now.
So 1 attack, great.
The Great Throwing Spear, 4s to hit. Misses.
My Hunter's Crossbow is 4 as well.
Misses. You've then got your pistol into the Chaos Warriors. So 4 to hit. 3 to wound. That one does it, of course it does. 1 armor save, 4+. Saved. And Frost Wreath Ice over here, 8 dice. Every 6 is a mortal wound on the Thermaturge. 1 more mortal wound. So that puts him up to 4.
How many has he got?
He's got 4 left. Okay. And that's it for shooting. So charges, Hunter's going to charge. That's a big 9-inch charge. Kapow. So now you get to roll 9 dice, and every 6 is a mortal wound. No mortal wounds this time. Combat. Where do you want to go first?
Thunder Tusk.
Thunder Tusk going to go? Cool.
So what?
Cool. So you're going to use all-out attack over here. So +1 to hit with that Frost Spear. So hitting on 2s. 1 more attack with it. All hit. 3s to wound. 3 armor saves. -1. 5 ups. Failed 2. That's 6 damage. Thermaturge is dead. We're going to go with the Gaunt Summoner then. So we're going to try and hit with our Warp Tongue Blade. No, miss. So that's that. Mournfang pack next, I guess. So 4 attacks. Yep, hitting on 4s with your Guardian Hackers. 3 hit.
And then hitting, wounding on 3s.
2.
And run 1.
Saved them both.
Okay. Toss 4 attacks.
Yep, so 8 attacks.
Hitting on 4.
And then wounding on 3s.
Yeah, please. 2.
4 plus, failed them, so that's 1 dice and the wound carries over. Chaos Warriors back into the Mornfang. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. It's not a great roll. Just 3 armor saves on those Mornfang. 3 4 plus armor saves on the Mornfang. Take 2 wounds on that guy, so he goes up to 5. He's not dead yet. So, Hunter, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 2s thanks to his finest hour.
3.
And pass 1, failed 2. So, Gaunt Summoner is dead.
That's 2.
So, that's the end of the turn. So, you're going to claim 1, 2, 3. And then you got your battle tactic as well, so you got 5. Alright, so battle tactic for the turn. Gonna have to go big or go home. Slay the Warlord. And so then into heroic actions. Gonna try and generate a command point over there with the Herald. Or actually, you know what? So, heroic action. Finest hour on the Herald of Tzeentch. And then we're gonna go... What is the Ogre's gonna go for? And the Ogre's going to go for heroic healing, 2d6, try to roll an 8 or less. That's an 8, so you heal a wound, taking him back to 6. Alright, so magic. We're going to go with the Pink Fire of Tzeentch. 9 to cast, need a big roll. 7, do not get it. That's a failed cast. That's it for magic. We're running out of wizards, so going to go into movement. Alright, so movement, horrors all just moving up towards the Frost Lord. So, 3 shots from the Herald, 4s to hit and 3s to wound. 2 wounds, these are going to be at a 4 plus save. Take another one, so you're back up to taking 7. So, blue horrors shooting at the Frost Lord, 5s to hit and 4s to wound. So he has 4 armor saves to make. No rend on these, so 3 up save. Oh, he takes 3. Alrighty, charges. Herald's going to try and charge. He's in with a 9. And then we're going to try and charge with the blue horrors as well. They're in with a 10. They get in. Alrighty, so he's going to elect to stomp on a 2 plus against the blue horrors. Does so D3 mortals for 3. So 3 of them die. Alrighty, so Herald's going to attack first into your Frost Lord. 3 to hit. Misses. 2 attacks. Both hit. We're then going to use, because we wound on 3s. No, I do not have any fate dice to make these auto wounds. So 3s to wound. 2 armor saves. You're using all out defense, so there are 2 up. Saved. Frostlord can go next if he wants. So Frostlord's attacking the horrors. 4 attacks with his Frost Spear. -1 to hit, so they all miss. 3 attacks with his punches and kicks. 2 hits. And 3s to wound. 1 wound. 1 failed armor saves that's going to kill a blue and bring a brimstone in. And then 4 attacks with his Thunder Tusk. So needing 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. Saved. Yeah. Sorry, didn't even get that armor save, so D3 damage first. For 1, now on a 6 up, I save it with my after damage save. I don't, so another blue gets popped. Another brimstone appears. And so the horrors, 5s to hit. And then 4s to wounds. 2 wounds. He's going to survive. 2 armor saves at 2 up. He takes another one, so he's on 11. And priority for turn 5. Got a 2. Ogre's got a 4, and with that, that's game because there's nothing I can do at this point. I needed to be able to do the advantage because now you're just going to be able to wipe me here. Because yeah, now it's game because now the hunter can just run or the Thunder Tusk can retreat, grab the objective. At that point, as soon as he gets 4, there's not much I can do because even if I retreat the Chaos Warriors off, I'm still not catching up enough because I'm about 5 points behind now. So, ooh, yeah, with that, it's going to be game. Good game, man. It was close. Well, thank you all for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, while you're at it, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here, you can do so by following the link in the description of the video to our Discord server. And if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either on Patreon or YouTube members, both of which are linked in the description of the video, as is a link to our Teespring store where you can purchase some merch to help support the channel as well. We'd like to give a shout out to everyone who does help support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members. So a special thanks to all our patrons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shot First, James Crowder, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, Tim Newman, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, MJ, and Dynet226. And thank you again to all our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zeop, Chris Wallace, Turai12, Vinny, Locke Lorick, Matt Mollim, Becca Kinski Groupie, and the Johnny84. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the fantastic art for the channel, and to Xmorphic, who does a fantastic job at helping run and do all the background work for our Discord server. Once again, everyone, thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.